Hi, good morning. I am R. Irvin Padia and welcome to Mind Matters. This is a short motivational clip to empower you to be the best that you were created to be today. Today is Wednesday, or like we say here, Wake Up Wednesday. What are we waking up to? Waking up to possibilities. We're waking up to a greater level of awareness. We are waking up to who we are and who we were created to be. So let's say this. We are waking up with this affirmation. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. No weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. I am a child of God. I am a child of the Most High King. And all that God has for me today is mine. In Jesus' name. Handling fear. To emphasize this short point that I want to raise today, I want to read to you 2 Chronicles chapter 20 verse 17. It says, "Ye shall not need to fight in this battle. Set yourselves, stand ye still, and see the salvation of the Lord with you, O Judah and Jerusalem. Fear not, be not dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord will be with you." Fear not, be not dismayed. Go out against them, for the Lord will be with you. Your fear is always about what's going to happen. They were afraid of what was going to happen. God had to assure them that they did not need to be dismayed. Go out against them, for the Lord is going to be with you. You see, God is promising us that He will be with us every step of the way. But our fear is not about what's happening. Our fear is about what's going to happen. You see, that means your fear is always about something that is non-existent, which does not exist. And if your fear is something about that is non-existent, then what do we call that? It is imaginary. And if we are imagining something and we become fearful of that imagination, that is called insanity. Think about it. So people today accept socially accepted levels of insanity. But if you're afraid or if you're suffering from anything that does not exist, it amounts to insanity. All of us face fear. All of us face battles in our lives. No one escapes problems and challenges. No one escapes the storms of life. But the good news is, God has already won the battle for us. God already knows that He will take us through the storm. He's promising us here, for the Lord will be with you. God already has a plan for your difficulties. God already has a plan for your enemies. He has a plan for your victory. 2 Chronicles 20 tells us that we do not need to fight our own battles, because our battles belongs to the Lord. Our battles don't belong to ourselves. All we need to do is to take our position and remain in them and see the breakthrough that will come into our life. What fear does, it sets boundaries around you. It is because of fear that you build boundaries, you build walls surrounding you all the time. And if you put boundaries in your life, you restrict your life. If you put boundaries in your life, you restrict people from entering in. Then that's your safe place. And when you have a safe place, then you are in that safe. You are isolated from the world because you think that you need protection from the world and from yourself. You see, unless we have a strong faith in God, anytime a storm comes into our lives, the first thing that will happen is that we will lose our peace and we will begin to feel fear. When we lose our peace, fear builds up. When we lose our faith in God, fear steps in. So when faith goes out, fear steps in. That's why we need to build our faith. We need to exercise our faith. We need to continue trusting in God and build up a level of faith so that we will be strong, we will be courageous. Our enemy Satan injects the what if into our minds. What if that business fails? What if your child comes out terrible? What if the neighbor talks about you? What if everybody finds out what's going on in your home? What if, what if, what if? I'm speaking from experience. And then you are going outside into the world and you're watching around and you are afraid. Why are you afraid? Because you are thinking about what's going to happen. I wonder if somebody is going to come and tell me about this. I wonder if they're talking about me. I wonder if they know. See, that what if scenario is in your mind, and you're afraid to move forward in your life, and you start building walls. You start secluding yourself from other people. But God says, I have not given to you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Fear not. Do not be dismayed. Tomorrow, go against them. Now, for you to actually come out of that place of fear and to go up against your enemies, it's going to take faith. It's going to take something more than just you stepping forward. Because right now you are afraid, and sometimes you are crippled and restricted and bound by fear that you can't move forward in your life. We often begin to think that we have the worst possible outcome if we move forward in life. But I'm here to tell you, if God be for you, who can be against you? Do not be afraid. The word for you this morning is do not be afraid. Do not be dismayed of what can happen in the future. God is the one that is writing your story. God is the one that is fighting your battle. And I want to close with this quote from Nelson Mandela. It says, the brave man is not the one who does not fear. Is not the one who is not afraid, but he who conquers the fear. Everyone gets afraid sometimes. Everyone is worried sometimes. Everyone goes through some type of uncertainty in life. But you have been given a power inside of you so great that can conquer fears, that can conquer your hurt, that can elevate you. Everything that you're going through, every single thing that you're going through in life, God has already placed whatever you need inside of you to overcome it. You're an overcomer in Jesus' name. So be blessed. Remember, you were created to dominate. Don't be dominated. Be a blessing today and share God's love. Until we meet again tomorrow, please God. Shalom.